Yeah, welcome everybody to this new "This Way You May Play the Wehrmacht Against the British Forces" video. This time I would like to show you how to play against the new British Forces meta. Actually, there are two ways of playing the British Forces lately. Unfortunately, one of them is going for the Vicar spam, pretty cheesy if you ask me. The other way is to go for the Crocodile Battle Group, which is a legit play, I think, but it's super strong and I really struggle a lot lately. Dropping in rank severely, so I think now this way could probably show us how to deal with it. No, that was the wrong button, I think. Okay, that's correct. So this replay is against a pretty strong player, Mengel. He hit rank 50 max, so pretty good. And he is opening classic way with two Zeppers. So am I opening with the two Pioneers. Of course they are not as strong as the Zeppers, but I mean the cap power is really needed. I don't like to go for the Kettenkrat, actually, because part of the meta at the moment is to go for a Dingo. For sure this thing is a little bit faster than a Dingo and it's not as expensive, but you really need to be very careful with handling this thing, and the benefit is not quite that big, as Zeppers can fight back a little bit, they can plant mines, and that's pretty important for playing Wehrmacht at the moment, I guess, because yeah, mines can be planted because you have a lot of spare ammunition. Yeah, so two Zeppers, or two Pioneers. As you can see, I'm capping like that. And I'm securing the center of the map with these grenadiers over here with some sandbags. Try to really go for the sandbags, that's pretty important for Wehrmacht. Yeah, and here you can see the Dingo. So lately, the people more or less always go for the Dingo when they're playing the British Forces. And if you see one, make sure that you use your Pioneer. I always want to say Zepper. Your Pioneer in this way, more or less. Go forth and back. Don't stand still. Because this way, most player will move forward and backwards with the Dingo, which is effectively lowering the DPS of this thing. Now I needed to retreat because of the second Zepper. It was okay because I kept two of his units busy and the Dingo is not quite cheap, so that was okay. Now this minor blob over here is obviously having giving me a good fight over here, because manpower wise I just lost one model so far, he lost 3. Dingo also needs to retreat, pretty low on health, and as it won't participate in the upcoming battle anymore that much, because it's really low, I can take the next fight. 2 grants against the section. The sections are super strong lately, but this is a fight I can take. 4 model drops, 3 model drops, so he's having 6 model drops in total moment. I have 4. That's okay. But there's coming the next Zepper squad again, another model drop. Model drop wise, it's looking pretty good. 8 to 4. Yeah, and as you can see, just try to do it like that. In the meantime, the second Pioneer squad can cap. Eventually I could place a mine, but I didn't want to go for mines that early because I wanted to have access to... was considering maybe to go for a flamethrower or for the MP40. This was bad. I should have reacted quicker over here. Yeah, need to retreat, but just 1 model drop, that's fine. Okay, so wait a second, I would like to show you something important. Now I went for 3 Gurens, right? One of them already had vet. So at this point you could consider to go for a 4th Grand first, since with MP40s they scale a little bit better in late game. Usually that's not quite the case. You should rather not go for 4 Grants, but with MP40s it's okay, in my opinion. So now the point is, one Gren in retreat is having vet 1 already, which is pretty good because I can use this Gren to heal up these 2 squads. And I'm also retreating this Pioneer, I guess. Soon I'm doing this. Or am I? Oh, maybe I don't. But at least I can heal up these 2 squads. And that is pretty good because look at that. This squad is on, let's say, 30% health or so. So all these models would die pretty soon if I wouldn't heal up. Now, I will do that with this squad. If it's a little bit a different situation, you want to go for maybe a little bit an early attack, you should certainly go for this upgrade, the vet upgrade for your Grens and MGs and everything, which is also boosting their firepower. A little bit, I guess, right? Oh, maybe not. I was wrong. Ah, maybe this is just in the other production buildings. Okay. Anyhow, if you go for this upgrade, you get the vet 1 for all your squads, and then you can just heal up everywhere, which is pretty important. Okay, so this time I didn't go for a 4th Gren, but for the upgrade first. I think when I hit the upgrade, this squad wasn't vet 1 already, but I could have seen it. Yeah, just missed the opportunity. Yeah. Now I try to occupy the building. Take the fight against the first Vickers. Okay, this is a fight I should not take. Retreating. A little bit too late, maybe? Yeah, 1 model drop. Okay, and even though this squad is pretty low, I tried to Faust, but then I'm not sure whether the Faust just didn't go off, or maybe I even aborted it, because it would have been a waste of ammunition over here, because I wouldn't have been able to kill the dingo anyhow, so... No Faust! And he's going for the cutover over here, but that's fine, more or less, because I'm also taking a little bit of map control over here. Because it's in retreat, lost 2 models, that's nice. Support weapons or team weapons cost a little bit more lately to reinforce than regular infantry, like Grants or section models. Yeah, and now we see the meta stuff proceeding for the UK forces, which is to go for the Canadian... How's it called? It's called Stoß section in Germany. Yeah. The Canadian cancer section. They are super strong, and their grenades, oh my god, they are so strong. For some reason he's taking the advantage like that, so he will take a little bit of free damage from this Gren. Yeah, and now I have to retreat. Fortunately, not even 1 model drop, even though this squad is super low. And unfortunately, I won't be able to heal up at this very moment because I'm engaging them. Okay, over here. I missed the opportunity to show you that, but which is this thing is okay. It's an important moment at the moment. So since these Grens get access to the sprint ability when you go for the upgrade, for the MP40 upgrade, you sometimes can get your opponent unprepared. So in this case, he engaged with a Sepper and a Dingo. And usually that's obviously a good choice. Always try to keep your light vehicles active, and every unit should be played actively, let's say. But in this case, he just took the fight. I wasn't expecting me to sprint, so that's what I did over here. I sprinted with a Grenadier and managed to Faust the Dingo. And I think this is one of the aspects why this battle group at the moment is strong against UK forces Canadian battle group, because UK forces usually play the Dingo, and you can sprint and Faust it, which is good. Same actually is true for the US forces, because they usually go for a Willis Jeep at the moment, so yeah. You probably also could play this battle group against the US forces. Yeah, this is a little bit unfortunate. He's now occupying the building. This is even too bad because I think I can throw grenades soon. This is a little bit a spicy engagement, but fortunately the Grens can reinforce. Which is happening now, and now I think I decide to go for some grenades. Because I really would like to win this engagement over here. He dodges the grenade pretty well. But the damage output is still good enough for these Grens. And probably even a squad right now. Yeah, I feel like this is squad. Was it a squad? I think so, yeah. Yeah. Alright, over here, I think I just dodged a nade of this squad over here. Which is winning him this engagement, and the Vickers is positioned in this building. But on the other hand, on this side of the map, he just lost his Dingo and a section with an upgrade, the Recce package, which is a lot of losses. And actually this wouldn't have been possible if I would have been going for, let's say, an MG or regular Grants or stuff like that. Because the MG is just a stationary, I wouldn't have been able to force him out of this building with the grenades. Enhancing the damage and all this stuff. I think that MP40 are really a good choice. I should have been retreating here earlier. One model drop, two model... Ooh, okay, I'm lucky. Two model drops for him. Just one model drop for me. Wow. Yeah, that was really lucky. Okay. Yeah, maximum luck. Just one model drop over here. Insane. Alright, unfortunately I'm still not able to take back the map control over here. I think I get the point, but he will cap it back instantly because I need to retreat, obviously. Yeah, now the game is proceeding just a little bit more relaxed. Unfortunately, I noticed that he is having the Vickers over here. So I couldn't engage. I felt like I couldn't engage from over here because there was the fire, and I think this corridor was too narrow to engage there because maybe the Vickers could have got me. Not quite sure. Okay, and now we see... okay, well, so that is not quite that a meta go or meta build. Usually I think the British forces go for the Dingo light scout car. After having two Zeppers, two sections I guess, one of these guys and an MG. But this time he decided to go for the Steward, and he's kicking in from the rear. A little bit dangerous. Okay, no, he's not engaging from the rear. Probably a good choice because of the possibility of me to snare him. Or maybe even kill him with like 4 fausts, I guess. Or 3? I think I need 3 fausts to kill a Steward. Okay. I think I tried to squeeze out some grenades over here, but this won't work, right? Nope. Need to retreat. Alright, you can see here. Even if let's say, early mid-game wouldn't have been that successful with killing the Dingo and the section, I think it still would have been a good choice to go for this column. I have to admit, I try to avoid the Stoßtruppen a lot lately because I noticed when playing the US forces or the British forces that Wehrmacht players are lately nearly spamming these Stoßtruppen. They are super strong. But I felt like, okay, well, the meta is pretty cemented again. By the way, this is horribly bad. I really am looking forward to the day when Relic finally manages to balance out all the different ways of playing all the factions, because at the moment it's still more or less one very strong meta play for each faction, and this is not good. It's just not good for an RTS game, but well, it's like it is. And since the meta for the UK forces was so strong at the moment, again I got weak and I decided to go for the Stoßtruppen, and you probably should also do it. Try to not spam them. It's really a little bit cheesy, but one squad, why not? You can do it. Or you should do it, let's say. And obviously I am going for the Stummel afterwards, because the Stummel actually is not so bad. If the Stummel hits the Stuart... Yeah, I have to dodge that. I reacted too late. If the Stummel hits the Stuart, it's dealing quite a lot of damage, so you really can do this. You may wonder what I'm doing here. I try to keep the Stuart busy, because as you can see, Stoßtruppen, they withstand a lot of shots. They are so strong lately. Yep, and you can see over here, that's why they are played so much lately. They don't take any damage, and they are super strong at the same time. And I try to use them for just running around to keep the Stuart busy, so that I could engage over here a little bit with a new and fresh Stummel. Worked more or less, up to the point that he threw a grenade, and I really need to get out of the building. But keeping him busy over here was really worth it, because I could in the meantime engage for the cutoff and take the map control over here again, which was pretty good, because I'm not in possession of the anti-tank gun so far. So I really need to keep him busy over here. Well, that was a little bit of waste. I shouldn't have been wasting ammunition for Fausting over here, because I think, yeah, Zappa's already ready to heal up or to repair the Stuart, and he's still engaging. So what you can see here is, after all, I went for the 4 grenadiers and for the anti-tank gun now. So part of this build, in my opinion, should be really to go for 1 anti-tank gun, initially just for 1, because as you can see, I mean, I had control of a lot of fuel all the time, but even if I would have been controlling this fuel point in addition to this one, a lot of times actually, I would have been able to gather a lot of fuel to squeeze out the TF4. And I think this is the reason why you should initially just go for 1 anti-tank gun, because it should be enough, because you have 4 grants and you can snare like hell. Everywhere actually, which is pretty strong. So 1 anti-tank gun is enough, and you save the manpower for an early Panzer IV. So I think that was a ground attack, and it hit. Yay! Yeah, now he's trying to flank my anti-tank gun. One drawback, by the way, is obviously when he's going for another light vehicle, and I really didn't notice that he's going for... I think I noticed that he's going for the Humber. Like over here something was retreating, I guess, and I noticed the Humber. That was also the reason why I retreated the anti-tank gun a little bit. But later you will see that I did a mistake, and I advanced with the anti-tank gun a little bit too far, like over here. And I should have maximum been going for this position, or maybe this, but not for this. We will see that later. Maybe any second? I'm not quite sure. Okay, he's smoking. Ah yeah, and I think that's the mistake now. I thought, okay, smoke, that's nice. I'm strong, super many grants over here, I can snare. So I advanced with the anti-tank gun to this position. That was quite a mistake, because now I don't have cover of my base MGs. You can see they're covering these areas, where it would have been a little bit safer. Now I'm trying to engage, everything is good, but the anti-tank gun is parked over here. Oh, it's moving even further. Oof, okay. Okay, I'm not sure whether the incident is happening now or when it's coming, but sooner or later you will see the anti-tank gun is like over here-ish, and he's pushing it with Stuart and Pamba. Obviously these guys, which are super strong, with the mortar package, as you'll see later. This is, by the way, also pretty meta to go for, or at least I think so. Yeah, this. To go for the mortar package, because you can set up so much pressure with the incendiary ammunition. It's super strong. And this was the desperate moment. I tried to rescue the anti-tank, but it didn't work. And now it's super spicy. At this point I thought, ooh, could be a loss already. That was a strange move. Yeah, he's now blocking the path with fire and everything. And I knew I need to engage with all I have over here. Use the Stummel to get rid of the MG, which more or less worked. Just engage no matter what. I think one squad wipe, yeah. But the first one so far. But I managed to somehow clear the field a little bit. That was too early. Yep. But I'm really desperate on the anti-tank gun. Yeah, and by now, fortunately, I can take my anti-tank gun back. I even used the expensive Stoßtruppen models for that, but I really need it. One could have been saying, well, just build another anti-tank gun, but at this point of the game, I wasn't having enough manpower for another anti-tank. I think I was missing 80 manpower. And the opponent in the situation like that, on the one hand, can just steal your anti-tank gun, which is dangerous. And on the other hand, he can just push in your base and move forwards and backwards and cause a lot of manpower bleed, which is super dangerous. However, I could have avoided that if I wouldn't have just used my anti-tank gun that aggressively. I wanted to push over here, the victory point. I mean, one can do that, but I should have been doing that without the anti-tank gun, maybe. Just use the anti-tank gun, like, to save the field over here, maybe, a little bit more. Positioning like over here would have been okay, because of the arc of fire of the MGs. Because he can't capture the anti-tank gun if it dies. And it's close to my base, so I can regularly re-engage and try to force the light vehicles back with Faust and stuff like that. Oh, in the meantime, I built the Tier 4. And that was what I wanted to go for. That's more or less how the build is working now. I mean, it didn't really save the manpower because of this mistake, but still, I can go for the Panzer IV soon. Minute 17 is not as early as it could be, but still fine. Look at that, the Stoßtruppen. They are super broken. Look at that. They don't take damage, but they kill everything. Please, for the love of God, don't spam them. It's like spamming Vickers. It's just pure cheese. Alright. Now I'm engaging a little bit more. Because I'm expecting the Panzer IV any second to be built. I think now it's okay to engage a little bit more with anti-tank gun. Alright, so this could be a wipe. I think this should be a wipe, yeah. By the way, this is new. This wasn't a ground attack, I guess. This was just actually the anti-tank gun using the vision of the Stoßtruppen over here, and it was firing through these bushes even without me ordering it to do a attack ground move. I guess they patched it. I think I like the change. Alright, the Panzer IV. Bombers retreating, that's the natural move, let's say. Oh, that's another squad wipe, right? No! Oh, what a waste. Maybe we could have killed this Seppa squad.
Sector now under enemy control. Keep calm, pioneers.
Yeah, didn't pay attention. Alright, anti-tank gun is still doing work. Awesome work. I think now I decided to push a little bit further. I think I wanted to kill it, but then there were also these squads retreating. So I waited. Probably a mistake. Now it's full health nearly again. But with the P4 now, I'm in a pretty good spot. And as you can see, the army composition is really good. I mean, I have 3 grants left. I think I built a 4th one at some point again. Yeah, because I didn't want to go for 2 Stoßtruppen. Even though I could now build them with the T4. Yeah. But I think instead I'm going for a second Panzer IV and afterwards for the 4th Gren. And I think this is working because, I mean, obviously you can save for the Tiger, which is coming pretty soon. 9 CP, need to have them. But I think you should go for 2 Panzer IVs because of this ability. It's not expensive. But your vehicles get plus 40% rate of fire, plus 20% movement speed, and they are harder to hit. 35%, that's amazing. And 2 Panzer IVs means that this ability kicks in with double the strength. And you also have the Stumme, of course, which is also affected. Yeah, you will see that later. Or any second. I also love the ability to throw the multiple grenades. It's really nice. Alright, and now I think as the Panzer IV, the second one is already nearly deployed. Stuart will die soon. Because I'm now hunting the Stuart. Also try to move the grants for ooh! Okay. For the snare. There's the crocodile at the same time. Okay, Stuart will die. Look at that, the crocodile is insanely strong. But it's not able to wipe the Stoßtruppen. God, the Stoßtruppen, they are just stronger. They are insane. They're really overpowered. Yeah, now it's a little bit a lazy engagement over here. I mean, I try to force and I also get some hits, but a wipe. Nice. Maybe even the second wipe over here. He's on retreating this direction. Yeah, but as you can see, 2 Panzer IV. It's nice. They are wipe machines. I think they also buffed them. They're retreating this way. Okay, I'm getting greedy because I think everything is low, but it's full life already. And then the tank gun. Yeah. Is engaging, that was a little bit too spicy. Let's go back. Fortunately, I still have my 1 anti-tank gun, which is enough. When you have 4 or at least 3 grants. As you can see. Oops. By the way, another thing. I'm not playing with an MG so far. Yeah. Some people told me that it's meta for the Wehrmacht at the moment to go for several MGs and to go for the terror battle group because then they are like camouflage and everything is pretty strong. I admit that. But we don't want to play meta, right? By the way, I think also this this hidden or camouflaged MG42 stuff would also be a way to play against the Vickers spam, because I think your MGs are then a little bit stronger, even though the Vickers or naturally is a little bit stronger than the MG42, but with the buff of the Terror Battle Group it isn't anymore. So, but let's not do that. It's just too cheesy to play like that. But at the same time, obviously, 1 MG couldn't hurt, or wouldn't hurt. I have enough spare manpower, so I could go for 1 MG, would be pretty handy. But at the same time, decided to not go for MG because of the crocodile and or the grenades that cause the burning effect and all this stuff. Get engagement from 2 sides to get out of the MG, get rid of the MG, but ooh, that was really spicy. It won't die. It's fair, it's threat 3. Yeah, well, obviously going for MGs is not a good way to play against the UK forces meta at the moment, because everything is burning all the time and the MGs just, they die too fast. The mortar package over here, super strong against MGs, obviously. So yeah, my opinion, even though MG plays are pretty meta at the moment for both Wehrmacht and UK forces, I think in this situation it shouldn't be played like MG heavy. Tja. Alright, so British forces are going for a second anti-tank gunner. He's slowing himself. Now I decide to push, I guess, right? I was hesitating a little bit, as you could have seen. But now I decide to push. I think it's a good choice because even though there are 2 anti-tank guns now, I think that's even the 17-pounder. Spicy. I still have this ability, right? My Panzer IV is a little bit faster now. Okay, ability is nearly done already, but I managed to escape due to the ability. Super strong. 2 Panzer 4. Yeah. Blitzkrieg. Awesome. And now I saw that he's engaging. I could take the opportunity to just Faust the Churchill. I couldn't engage any further. I was already moving back, but the last hit finished it, and there he calls it GG. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, I think the breakthrough battle group is pretty strong because of the MP40. You can sprint, you can take a lot of opportunities to snare the Dingo in the early game with the Fausts, due to the sprint, obviously. You also can outflank the MGs. UK forces will always go for MGs lately, so the Vickers are the Vickers are strong. So if you can sprint, you can outmaneuver them. That's good. You have 3 or 4 Grens. With them, you can snare enough, and you always have enough ammunition as Wehrmacht. You can spend the ammunition to plant mines, or you can spend the ammunition to snare. And this allows you to go for just 1 anti-tank gun, if you play correctly, obviously, but you should be able to do so with 3 or 4 Grens. Yeah, and then you can rush for the P4. 2 of them use the Blitzkrieg ability, which is pretty cheap to make maximum value out of the P4s, and then eventually in the super late game you still can go for the Tiger. And the Tiger, honestly, the Tiger is not quite weaker than the King Tiger, so you don't need the Terror Battle Group, even though it also has the V1, but the Tiger is amazing. Still amazing, even though there's a King Tiger now. Yeah, and I think with that, maybe I'll do a short version of this build, because I really like it against the current UK forces meta and US forces meta. Maybe I will do a short version, let's see. But with that, let's say GG, well played. Mangale, also a very kind guy, I like him a lot. And see you later, guys.